Yo, what is good, AFC East Roundtable? We are back live here on Friday night. We got an awesome fan v fan Jets versus Patriots preview. As you guys are all aware, the New York Jets are taking on the New England Patriots on Sunday at Gillette Stadium. We got Master at work, of course, representing the Patriots with his buddy, Patriots Global, who was in his shoes last Wednesday night, who did a great job. And I got my guy Ryan from Jets Talk 24/7 representing Gang Green. So Tyson, how you doing, bro? We haven't seen you in a while. You've been not on the channel for the past couple of weeks. So how's everything with you?
Yeah, I was on vacation in Germany. Just got back last night. I didn't get a chance to actually get into the stadium of the Bucks. I wanted to see Brady play in Germany. The tickets were just too outrageous. I wasn't paying that type of money. But they did have a Patriots fan, so I met Sebastian Vollmer. He pretty much hosted like this Patriots thing where we have like our own Brown house. I've eaten a lot of bratwurst, and it's been a fun trip to Munich. It's a lot of Patriots fans there. Hopefully we get to play there next year. I'm hoping that the NFL schedules us in Germany next season because we have a lot of fans there. There is a lot of Seahawks fans, a lot of Brady fanboys. I watched it from like a broad house, like a bar or whatever, because I didn't get tickets, but it was a nice opportunity just to see how much the NFL has grown overseas, especially in Germany. So I can understand why they wanted to bring it there.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. That game was crazy seeing the NFL over there in Germany, and they're expanding, which is dope. Patriots Global, how you doing, my man?
Man, I'm good. I'm chilling, Wednesday, I think we had a really great talk. I'm excited to get into something new. As for the whole Germany thing, I know like their home team right now is between like the Patriots and the Chiefs. So I know Patriots fans are going absolutely crazy down there. So, I mean, Tyson, you were probably in like the perfect spot while you were down there in Germany to represent for us.
Well, yeah, I have family down there, so I'm half German, so it was kind of just visiting my grandparents that live there, and might as well just soak up all the NFL atmosphere. It was crazy. I saw Marshawn Lynch. It was crazy. You saw like regular everyday people, NFL superstars like Michael Irvin just walking the streets. It was awesome, man. It wasn't like a regular, like, if you were in New York City, you just meet all these superstars. It's crazy because they felt so open because a lot of people didn't recognize them, so they felt comfortable enough to just walk the streets like that. But it was awesome.
That's crazy. I know there's a great Jets podcast in Germany that had me on their show last year, and they did a great job with that interview. So Ryan, how you doing today, my man?
Yeah, pretty good. Going back to the Germany thing, it's actually interesting. There's a good portion of Jet fans in Germany because of the King of Queens when it started airing in Germany.
Yep, you're right. I watched it. It was funny because that was the first when I was living over there. I watched the King of Queens in German. So when I came back to the States when I was 18, I was like, wow, this sounds so different now listening to their actual voices because they German dubbed them. But you're right, Ryan. There is actually a lot of Jets fans because of that.
Was the Jets featured in that? I didn't see it.
Yeah, Kevin James. Yeah. And so like there's props and things like that throughout the series that has like Jet stuff on it. It's almost like the same thing like growing up watching Adam Sandler as a Jet fan, similar idea.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Well, we got a big time game on Sunday. And for those that are not aware of what this game means for the AFC playoff race, this is the biggest game of the week out of any game in the NFL because in terms of playoff implications, a win for the New York Jets brings them to first place in the division. A loss, however, brings us to last place in the division. So Ryan and I are understanding this. We got the Patriots that have beaten us 13 straight times and also 13 straight times separately in Gillette Stadium. The last time the Jets beat the Patriots was in overtime when Ryan Fitzpatrick hit Eric Decker in the corner of the end zone back in 2015. So it's been a long, long time, Ryan, for us.
The last time the Jets have beaten the Patriots in Gillette outside of the playoff game was 2008.
Yeah, with Brett Favre. So it's been a long, long time. So, guys, we got a nice show tonight. If you guys are just tuning in, please do us a favor. Hit that thumbs up button on your way in, whether you're supporting the Jets, whether you're supporting the Patriots, or maybe you're a Dolphins fan or a Bills fan just coming on here supporting the AFC East Roundtable. Obviously, we're going to stick to the topic of the Jets and the Patriots. So, sorry, Dolphins fans, and sorry, Bills fans. We're not talking about your team. So, let's get right into it. But before we do so, we're going to hear a quick word from the sponsor of the AFC East Roundtable, which is Mojo. We got some players to talk about on the market right here. We got the Wilson duo. Now, these two players got looking good in terms of against the New England Patriots last time. Garrett Wilson had one of his better games. He had well over 100 yards, 135, I believe, with 6 catches. And this connection has been absolutely exploding the past couple of games, especially when Corey Davis went down with an injury. That's when Garrett Wilson stepped in as a number 1 receiver. So those 2 players are trending up on the Mojo market. And then you got the New England Patriots side of things. You got Mac Jones, who is, he's in the red, but barely. 0.18%. And then Jacoby Myers is trending up as well. So we're going to be breaking all down, guys. If you're not aware what Mojo is a great app that you can download today. If you scan the QR code on your screen right now, or simply go down below in the description and click the link, because Mojo is a stock market in the sports world where you can make money by investing in your favorite players. And the funny thing about it, you can even invest in players to fall on the market. And if you're successful in that, you will win some money. So again, guys, click the link in the description or click the QR code on the screen now to download Mojo. So, Patriots Global, I know we talked about Mojo briefly when you were here on Wednesday, but give your overall thoughts again about where Mac Jones is as your quarterback, right? Not only, or not talking about this Sunday, but more the future, because Mojo is really investing for the future. So would you want to put money into Mac Jones for the future of the franchise quarterback for the Patriots, or would you stay away?
I mean, it's always tough with somebody like Mac Jones just because, like I said, he's had a very, very tough season mentally, physically, obviously getting injured and going down with that. And then obviously Patriots fans screaming to put Bailey Zappi in literally just a couple of drives of him in the game against the Bears. So he's had a lot of tolls against him. But like you can see, he's really trending downwards. I mean, I said this before. I don't know how much lower he can honestly get. Said this before too. The Patriots interception rate right now was 32nd in the NFL. That's dead last. You can really only get better from there. It's the bye week. You got to hope that Bill Belichick talked to Matt Patricia, Joe Judge, and tried to figure out this offense at least a little bit. You got to start going back to your fundamentals that we saw from this team in 2021. They tried to switch up the offensive scheme this offseason, and it was just absolutely disgustingly terrible, and it did not work out for them. You finally had a week where you were off. You got to figure it out. You got to figure out how to get Mac Jones' top 3 guys from 2021 more involved. Jacoby Myers, who is right there. You can see we'll be talking about him. Hunter Henry, and then obviously Kendrick Bourne. 2 out of those 3 guys really have not been involved at all this season after showcasing themselves very, very well in 2021. So like I said, with how low Mac Jones is, personally, I would buy him rising up. How much? That's the real question. I wouldn't say he's going to become an elite quarterback or anything like that, but with how low he is, you got to expect this offense to take a leap forward after the bye. So I see him trending up a little bit.
And Tyson, I'm curious to hear your thoughts because you're very up and down with Mac Jones. So where's your stance on Jones right now? And I also want to get your thoughts of Jacoby Myers. And do you think he's their number 1 receiver?
You couldn't have picked the 2 worst offensive players on this Mojo app. I'm just going to be completely honest with you. I'm just disgusted just looking at them. Listen, I at this point I have no choice but to roll with Mac Jones because they're not going back to Zappi unless something crazy happens again. Honestly, like I said, Mac Jones has not played well this season. I mean, yeah, it has a lot to do with Matt Patricia and Joe Judge being offensive coordinators, but at the end of the day, he's throwing balls at receivers' feet. You just look at some of his throws; he doesn't look like the same quarterback from last season. I'm like I said, I'm Zappy fever guy. I'm the Zappy guy. So honestly, like I said, he's my quarterback, and I'm going to roll with him because I have no choice. They literally put a gun to my head. There's nothing I can do at this point but to support him. I support whoever's under center for the New England Patriots, and being that we need him now, hopefully, like I said, like Patriots Global said, 2 weeks. If you have 2 weeks now, you had 2 weeks to fix the offense. We better see a change, something change this Sunday. Otherwise, I don't see how much more you can fix. I just think his mechanics look horrible. He's skittish in a pocket. He has no pocket awareness whatsoever this season. Even his pocket awareness has always been kind of weird. But I mean, that's what I like Zappy about because he has pocket awareness. And if Mac Jones, being that his skill set is being deadly accurate, if you can't be accurate, then what really do you have in Mac Jones? Because he's not overly athletic. He's not going to wow you with his arm. So if he can't be deadly accurate and he can't have a completion percentage, but at least 70%, then what is he really giving us at the quarterback position? So like I said, I'm giving him one more chance because to me, this season hems on Sunday. We have a tough schedule, so we have to beat the Jets. So if he goes out there and does what he's been doing and looks horrible and loses us the game, then I'm done. If he goes out there and fixes the offense with Matt Patricia and Joe Judge and listens to them, then I'm back on the Mac train. But our entire season stems on his performance on Sunday.
Yeah, it is interesting because the Patriots have a good quality quarterback behind him and a rookie, and he played well. And, it begs you to wonder, are they ever going to go back to Zappy, or is Mac Jones going to win you back? Because Mac Jones, he made the top 100 last year. He was a Pro Bowler, so it's kind of crazy as a rookie. He played that well, went to the playoffs, and now he's regressed. So he's a young quarterback. He's figuring it out, and I feel like you're right. You're right, Tyson. He has to prove his worth, and that transitions into the Jets with Zach Wilson, who is, not having the greatest season either, but he is 5-1 and he is winning. But the question is, Ryan, are we about to see the best Zach Wilson we've ever seen in the back end of the year? And what I mean by that is him simply improving, right? I'm not saying he has to do a lot because he hasn't exploded yet. So do you think now is a good time to invest in Zach Wilson, or do you feel like, let it play out? You're not putting your money in him just yet.
Well, if I have to go based on history, he's thrown 7 interceptions to the Patriots, so maybe wait till Monday on this one, but I'm kidding. I think the long-term outlook for Zach Wilson is sky high. The guy's got a ton of physical attributes. Getting in on him while he's still cheap is probably the way to go. This would not be one that I would hold on to and flip real fast, though.
Just more of a long-term thing. You believe in Zach long-term. And how about Garrett Wilson? He's at $14. He's been skyrocketing on the market. He's obviously the Jets' best receiver on the team. He's taking advantage of Corey Davis being down. Would you buy high in Garrett Wilson?
Yeah, I think he's clearly going to be the number one moving forward. I don't know if I would buy him this week. It's almost the same sort of situation with Zach, where you might be getting – I don't think we're getting Corey Davis back this week. But you're going to see how they utilize Elijah Moore and Denzel Mims. And I think Wilson's still going to be the first look. So I don't think you're going to be, in a bad spot if you get him at this price. But I think if you wait till Corey Davis comes back, you might be able to get him a little bit lower to hold on to him long term.
Yeah, I think this Wilson and Wilson duo is definitely the one to look out for in the market. Breece Hall's another guy, but of course he's done for the year. But again, guys, if you want to download Mojo, it is down below in the description, or scan the QR code today. You can see the top risers, the top fallers all across the market. You can make some money and put your money where your mouth is, because I see a lot of takes in the chat that this player stinks, that player stinks, this player is great. Well, why don't you download Mojo and invest in them and see if you can actually put your money where your mouth is? So let's see it, everybody. Download Mojo right now. Let's see it. So let's get into this game, bro. We know what is at stake. We already talked about it. Not only is this a big game for the Jets, but this is just as big a game for the Patriots, like Tyson alluded to. Their schedule is rough after the Jets, so it's a must-win for the Patriots. Would you agree, Tyson? Is this a must-win game for the New England Patriots this Sunday?
Patriots lose this game, season's over. It's over. You have to beat the Jets, because if you lose this game, then you got to play the Vikings on a short week of Thanksgiving. And then you got to play Buffalo. And then it's just, you don't know, it's only 2 games that are most likely winnable. It's the Cardinals and Raiders game. You got to get to at least 10 to 11 wins to make the playoffs. I think 10 wins is really being kind. The Patriots have to beat the Jets because they're the better team. It's not because of obviously the standings. Because if you lose this game, you're not getting above last place for a minute. You win this game, you automatically, depending on what the Bills do, you automatically move into a higher seeding, and now you got the tiebreaker. Whoever gets in is going to depend on tiebreakers, because it's a very plausible situation where a lot of teams at the last game of the season are going to be tied with records, and it's all going to come down to conference record, division record, and common opponents. So if you sweep the Jets, then now no matter if you're tied with the Jets at the end, you automatically hold a tiebreaker over them no matter what. And you need to get out the last of the division. I'm tired of being last in the division.
Sucks, right?
I know that technically we are in the playoffs right now, but it doesn't seem right for the Patriots to be last in the division. But if you win this game, you move the Jets out of the playoffs and into last place. And no one can say nothing to me after we beat y'all. So that's where I'm standing right now.
Is this a must-win for you, in your opinion, Patriots Global?
Yeah, I think Tyson hit on everything perfectly. And Richie, we talked about this on Wednesday too. Not even just for the Patriots, but the entire AFC East and the AFC just in general. Like, you have to rely not just on your team winning games, but you have to rely on other teams beating specific teams and certain teams losing to certain teams. And the Patriots are in a position where, hey, like Tyson said, you win this game, you now have the tiebreaker here for the Jets, who they're still a good team. And like right now, we are all in the playoffs. The Patriots already played the Dolphins week 1 and they lost. So they need to at least win the final week to at least break even. And then you have the Buffalo Bills, who they're in a sketchy place right now, but they still have a very good team, and they look like they're going to start trending up just based off of past history on how they played the season. And that's 2 games left. So let's say that you don't beat Buffalo twice. Now they have the tiebreaker over you. The best you can do at this point with the Dolphins is break even. You need to be in a position where you can at the least have the tiebreaker over the Jets, because like Tyson also said, you don't want to be in a position where you are now last in the AFC East, because this is just the AFC East, and the AFC in general is so damn close. And even looking outside of the AFC East, teams like, the Bengals and whatnot, it's just 1 or 2 games away. So this changes the atmosphere completely. And you have to rely on me and Tyson at this point, because for some reason, ESPN is picking the Jets to win this game. You guys have a 51.4% chance to win this, while the Patriots have a 47.9%. You clearly can't rely on ESPN. You have to rely on us.
Well, the betting apps have us favored on the money line.
Yeah, listen to the betting apps. Don't listen to ESPN. Listening to the betting apps, they got you covered. But yeah, I think I agree with everything that Tyson said there.
So I think, Ryan, the Patriots fans right here are telling us that it's a must-win for them. Do you think it's a must-win for the Jets at this point of the year?
Not according to the coin.
Yeah, you're right.
If we're going according to the coin, the Jets should be losing this week and next week, and then making it all the way to the AFC Championship game. But coin be damned. I want to beat the Patriots. We haven't gotten you guys in 13 attempts, so I really want this one. I think it is a must-win. You look at the division. It's so neck and neck right now. And the AFC in general is close. You have the Chargers and the Bengals and the Ravens all sitting within that 6-3, 5-4 kind of span. And the Jets lost the tiebreaker to both Baltimore and Cincinnati. So you have to try and get this one. So at least you have the tiebreaker over the Patriots, and it keeps you a game ahead of the Chargers, the Bengals, and keeps you in line with the Ravens. And if the Jets want to be taken seriously and we say, hey, we think we can be competitive in this division long term, I think at least splitting with your division is a huge, huge first step, as well as just kind of keeping neck and neck with the Bills, with the Dolphins. And then hopefully you set yourself up for some success a little bit later on. But if the Jets lose this one, we're in a world of hurt from a tiebreaker situation.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think this is a must win from the standpoint of, and it's crazy that I'm saying this, Ryan, if the Jets want to win the AFC East. Now, listen, the AFC East is stacked right now, and the Miami Dolphins are first place at 7-3. The Buffalo Bills are tied with us at 6-3, and the Patriots are right behind us. But if the Jets win this game, then all of a sudden I can say that there is a logistic chance that the Jets win the division. Now, when I look at this New York Jets team with the remaining 8 games, the message on my channel has always been the New York Jets control their own destiny right now. There's no worrying about this team or that team or tiebreakers at this point. If the Jets just do and handle business, if they take care of their own business, all that external stuff of the division and the conference will work its way out. The Jets need to focus on what's in front of them, and that's the New England Patriots. If you lose against the Patriots, then we're not going to be able to control our own destiny. Then we're going to have to be rooting against the Patriots, rooting against this team, rooting against that team. But if the Jets beat the New England Patriots, then all of a sudden we have 7 games remaining with 7 wins. And that is when the Jets completely control their own destiny, and they have to absolutely go out there and win at least 10 games minimum if they lose on Sunday. So when I look at this game against the New England Patriots in terms of a preview standpoint, I think both the Jets and the Patriots are like very similar in terms of their game plans going up against each other, right? I think the Patriots, what's their goal? They're going to stop our run game and try to force Zach Wilson to beat us. What's the Jets going to do? Try to shut down your run game and force Mac Jones to beat us. I think we both have 2 year 2 quarterbacks that's not playing at the top of their game, and we both have stout defenses that are red hot, and we both have great running attack and great special teams. So it's kind of crazy that the Jets and the Patriots kind of, match up well against each other. So Tyson, when you look at this Jets team, what about them are you looking to really, I don't want to say you're afraid of the Jets, but what about this Jets team do you want to shut down in order for the Patriots to beat them that you're worried about?
Their offense scares me absolutely zero. Their defense is what is obviously going to worry me because we have Mac Jones. If we had a better quarterback, it'll be a different story. But let's just be honest. The only reason the Jets lost for our first matchup was because that pick six was called back. I'm just going to be completely honest with you. Although, had that I think you ruined me as personally because I think if that pick six would have stood, Zappy would have came in the second half and lit y'all up. And I think that it's funny how that pick six happened because I think that pick six literally saved Mac Jones' career. They call him back. I think if that pick six would have stood, I don't see how Mac Jones rebounds off of that. But like I said, you guys have a great young defense. Obviously Sauce Gardner. I like Keenan Williams. Keenan Williams is actually one of my favorite players in the NFL. I just love big interior linemen. He's just amazing. I wish we could have him on our team. Christian Barmore is going to be gone for probably 4 weeks. He's on injured reserve, so that's not good. But like I said, your offense doesn't scare me at all. It's your defense because I'm worried about turnovers. And Mac, even though he didn't turn the ball over, was it the past two? Technically, two. Is it 2 games?
Well, one.
No, did he?
Had one since us.
That's right. Okay, so he didn't turn the ball over last game, which I don't count last game.
Yeah, that was the only game.
Yeah, so that was the only game. He's going to turn the ball over at least one time in this game. And it's your secondary really, and like I said, your special teams, they play well. But like I said, I'm not worried about the Jets. The reason people ask me why I'm not worried about the Jets is not because we beat them 13 in a row. That's kind of irrelevant to me right now. It's how Belichick hates the Jets and how he will do everything in his power to not lose to them. This dude literally invented Spygate because he hated the Jets so much. So, and he's had 2 weeks to prepare for them. Why he hates the Jets so much, it's crazy because I was watching him and Bill Parcells. I guess they were talking about their documentary and how much they both hate the Jets. It's really insane how much Belichick hates the Jets, but I think he knows if you give him 2 weeks to prepare, and being that we already own the Jets, I don't think there's a possible scenario in which we can lose this game, to be honest with you. And it's at home too. So I'm not afraid of the Jets. I'm afraid of what would happen if we lose to the Jets. So yeah. I'm afraid of because like I said, if we lose this game, our season is over with. So, and then one more thing I want to say. I will say this about Jets fans, man. Y'all are loyal to the core, but man, I'm starting to get reminded of why so many Patriots fans and Jets fans hate each other, because I've been hearing all types of nonsense about how we cheated on an onside kick. That is one of the reasons why we won that game. You're one of your co-hosts, Ryan. He brought up an onside kick because I guess the telecast showed the play sheet of how the onside kick was supposed to go. And I cannot honestly believe that Jets fans are going to sit here and tell me that was one of the reasons why you lost that game.
Who said that?
After I heard that nonsense,
who said that?
I want to. Yeah. After I seen that nonsense, I'm just like, at first I had I was kind of like humbly like, okay, the Jets are on a come up and they're a cute little team, and you know what I'm saying, they're making some moves, but now I just want to beat the brakes off you. I really do. Like because I hate the Dolphins more than I hate the Jets. But from my understanding is Patriots fans like to hate the Jets more than the Dolphins. It's me just personally. So I'm starting to understand why the Patriots fans hate the Jets so much. It's because of the idiotic takes of how we've beaten you so many times, but you just still don't get it that you can't beat us. Like, I don't understand the logic of why you think you have a chance in this game when Zach Wilson has thrown 7 interceptions or 17 against us. I can't even keep track. To me, he's just not a good quarterback. He's just not, bro. And I bash Mac Jones because I don't think he's a good quarterback either. But I have seen nothing from Zach Wilson to show me that he's going to be a franchise quarterback in this league. I just don't see what you guys are seeing. So I want you guys to explain to me, what is it about Zach Wilson that gives you any type of confidence that this dude can not just lead a team, but in the future lead your franchise? Because I can make an argument about a couple quarterbacks that you can have under center right now. You guys probably be undefeated. Like,
yeah, I mean that's
the
a
quarterback
kind
is
of a
holding your
ridiculous
team
thing
back.
to look at, right? Like if you're looking at your second year signal caller, obviously he's coming from BYU, so not like a top tier team. He's got a lot of things he's got to try and get under his belt. He missed all of training camp. He missed a bunch of weeks this season. Missed 4 or 5 games last season. He just completed his first 17 game stretch of games. And I think we're still in the evaluation process. I think if you ask any Jet fan, we'll say the weakness on our team right now is Zach Wilson. And we're very aware of that, but we're looking at where he could end up. You look at his arm strength, you look at his escapability, you look at a lot of the physical gifts that he has. And I think a lot of Jet fans would say, hey, it's just got to come together between the ears. And we're confident because we saw him grow from the Patriot game this past, game to the Buffalo game. We went from 3.5 seconds from snap to throw to 2 seconds or 2.3 seconds. So you shave off a second there. He wasn't running around and bailing out of clean pockets. And I think the trajectory of where Zach could go is where Jet fans feel confident. And I think all 4 of us could probably agree the Jets were the better team the last time we played across the board, with the exception of Zach Wilson. I mean, you guys can dispute that if you want, but I really think the Jets have the better team right now.
And
I don't believe that at all, but
yeah,
okay.
I agree with you, Ryan. And my thoughts on Zach Wilson real quick. You're asking how I see a potential franchise quarterback. He hasn't proved it yet to me, and he hasn't proved it to the Jets fans yet, right? We're hoping that he is. But what I saw from Zach Wilson and what Ryan alluded to from that Patriots game to the Bills game is exactly why I believe in the kid, because he showed an ability of being resilient, an ability to watch the film and clean up his mistakes and outperform Josh Allen. Now, if you look at the box score against the Bills, it's not going to blow you away, but he had over 100 rating, no turnovers. He did everything he needed to do, 72 completion percentage, did not have any turnover-worthy throws, and it's simple. Zach Wilson looked at his mistakes against the Patriots and went up against the Buffalo Bills team that was in first place and very obviously it's the Buffalo Bills, and he learned from his mistakes. So I love the mentality that Zach Wilson possesses. I love his ability to handle adversity, and I feel like he's very tough-minded. And if you're a quarterback for a New York Jets team that is a media market, you're going to be in the bright lights, whether if you're bad, it's going to be toxic. If you're good, you're a king and you're the savior of the world for the Jets fans' sake of things. And I feel like I believe in Zach Wilson in terms of mentality, where he's not mentally weak, where the media is not going to bring him down, because there's a lot of times where, we have weak-minded quarterbacks that can't handle the pressure. And now we have Zach Wilson fighting back with the media and having this little sense of inner confidence, a little swagger to him. So does that mean he's going to be a franchise quarterback 100%? No, but I do think that he possesses a lot of qualities that gives me optimism that he will become that. And I want to get to some super chats real quick before we go any further. Shout out to Daniel, says Jets think they have 80% chance to win. So do I. All right. I love it. Mr. D with the $10 donation. Thank you so much, Mr. D. We appreciate you as always. The Patriots can't go nowhere this season, even if they beat the Jets. The Patriots offense is not good enough to make a run in the playoffs. The Jets have everything they need to make a real push this year. Tyson, your thoughts?
Where the hell do you think the Jets are going if they lose this game? The Patriots ain't going. We would literally crawl from the bottom. The Jets would be last in the division and out of the playoff race. Have you looked at the standings, Mr. D? I'm guessing Mr. D is I don't know. Is Mr. D a Jets or Dolphins fan?
Extreme, considering we still have a game against the Bills and Dolphins.
Well, yeah, but is Mr. D a Dolphins fan or Jets fan? He's a Jets fan.
Yeah.
Listen, bro. I don't even know how Jets fans can honestly even talk to me right now. I'm stunned. I'm stunned by it. But guess what? Y'all better win. The Jets better win, because you already know how I am. If we get out the basement,
Tyson's gonna
you don't want to see me. You don't want to see me on the Roundtable.
Jamie comes up. I hope for a fair, injury-free, hard-nosed game. Thank you, Jamie. We appreciate that. And then we got One King Cat with another $100 donation. He sent one on Wednesday night, and he sends another one tonight. Oh, my gosh. Thank you so much, bro. This game will be the beginning of the downfall of the Patriots and Bill Belichick. Go Jets with a $100 donation. I love it.
Man, how many times have we heard this BS? So this is the downfall of the Patriots and Bill Belichick.
I've heard this for 100 years now.
And then their downfall isn't a bad season. Their downfall is either a mid-season and just missing the playoffs, or going to the playoffs and then losing the first round.
Yeah.
That's the downfall of the Patriots, which is insane.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, right? Our downfall was supposed to be when Brady left.
Top of the division.
What has the Patriots done since Brady left? What have we done? Oh, that's right. We made the playoffs last season. What did the Jets do since Brady left? Nothing. You were supposed to elevate your play when
Oh,
Brady
we are
left.
this
Well, you
year.
still
What the
have
hell
to
you
make.
mean?
Well, the season isn't over, Richie.
Oh, of course we're
You
not. We're
can
in year 2 with a
I'm
young
looking at your
rebuilding team. We're a
schedule,
year
and
ahead
I'm
of the
thinking
rebuild,
that
bro.
there's a possible chance that you might not win a game the rest of the season if I'm
Oh
looking
my
at your schedule the right
God.
I really
way.
thought we'd
Give
go
me a
0-9 to
fucking
start the year.
break, Tyson.
I'm sick of
There's a
predictions.
chance we're not going to win a game for the rest of the season. You sound like Brady Quinn. You know what he said before the year? The Jets are going to be 0-9 to start off the year. So you're going
So
to sit here and tell
your
me that?
idea of a successful season right now, I need to get you on record. Would you be okay with a winning record but slightly missing the playoffs, Richie?
Now, the expectations change. I'll say this. If we miss the playoffs, it would be a gigantic disappointment. And if we miss the playoffs at a 9-8 record, or we're 10-7 and we lose because of a tiebreaker, that's going to hurt. 100%. I'll be disappointed. But when you look at the grand scheme of things, that the Jets will be able to be in the playoff hunt, it gives me a lot of optimism for the
There's
future
no
of this team.
Richie.
It's a fact.
There's no guarantee outside of this season. You have injuries, you have teams that get better, you have free agency, you have the draft. You have to look at every season. Like you're 6-4 right now. Your expectation should be make the playoffs, win a playoff game.
It is.
That should be your expectations. You can't look at it as, well, if we lose, well, at least we still had a good season. The expectations weren't really high. Maybe next season no, bro. That's not how it works because teams change from night and day every single season. You don't know what's going to happen in the future.
Is on contract for the next 3 years. We're building through the draft.
It doesn't matter, Richie. You don't know if these players are going to have injury problems.
We're all young. We're already getting injured all over the place. This is Breece Hall done for the year. AVT done
exactly. So you can't exactly. So you know what I'm talking about. You have a history of players going down. So how can you say, oh well, next year we're going to be better than this year? There's no guarantee to that. Who's to say Zach Wilson isn't going to turn into a complete bust and this game ruins him? Like you don't know that, bro.
The reason why I'm happy
each season differently.
The reason I'm happy is because you know how bad this Jets team has been for the past decade plus. And if we're in the playoff race in December and we don't make it because we're 10-7 because of a damn tiebreaker, it's going to hurt. And I'm not saying I'll be disappointed, but if you look at the scheme of things, the Jets have been looking for a head coach for my entire life since Rex Ryan. We've been looking for a general manager that knows what the hell he's doing. And I'm going to be in the offseason with a smile on my face knowing that I believe in my head coach and GM. That's the first thing that this Jets team has been missing for a long, long time. So I trust the people upstairs. I trust the head coach now. And I know there's 8 games for him to still prove himself, but I understand the expectations change, and I'll be very disappointed if we miss the playoffs. Don't get me wrong. But I'm not going to be pouty and saying like, all right, next year is going to be a bust all over again because of this. I'm just very excited. And that's another thing, a message on my channel that it's been consistent that we are very happy right now. This season's great, but the future looks even brighter with this team because of how they're building through the draft and how we have cap space and how we have this youth movement of Sauce playing like a veteran in his prime, playing like the best corner in the league as a rookie. And we're just like loaded with young talent, which gets me even more excited for the future.
You know, I can say the same exact thing about the Patriots. I really could. If I really wanted to go down that route, I could be look at all the great rookies we're developing and Jack Jones, you know what I mean? And look at we have and Marcus Jones, and look, we have $50 million in cap space, and look, Mac Jones is going to go in his 3rd year. Maybe he can make the Tua jump. I can be this hype of. I can make
number 4 pick last year. We were the number 2 pick 2 years ago. The fact that we're even in a playoff conversation right now is astronomically better than our situation the last 10 years.
Yeah, but you guys have also had those higher draft picks, so you've had the opportunity to go out.
You haven't re-signed a high draft pick. Quinn Williams is going to be the first one.
The Patriots have been in a position where they've been at least a decent team. They haven't had these high draft picks. They've had to figure out ways to get around it, and they still have found ways to get very good, valuable players, even after everyone in this past draft said that we were absolute dog crap.
Ramondre Stevenson. I can name a bunch of young players.
I mean, we've gotten a bunch of guys off the waiver wire. Braxton Berrios, John Franklin Myers, Quincy Williams, Bryce Huff, undrafted free agent. Like we're not like at a loss for talent. The Jets are loaded as far as depth goes. It's literally just the quarterback, like to the point where there are a lot of Jet fans talking about, is there a situation where we should go after Lamar next season or any top tier quarterback? Because we really, I don't want to say we don't need the draft picks, but I mean, a lot of our team, like Richie said, is under contract for the next 2, 3, 4 years. So why not go all in for a quarterback while you have all these cheap guys on rookie contracts? Like Quinn Williams is literally going to be our only big contract moving forward.
And that's what gets me excited, man. The future of this team is We'll see, man. And Mr. D comes back at you, Tyson, with another $10. How many Super
Read
Bowls
this
have the
one.
Patriots
I'll read
won?
it. Without how many Super Bowls have we won without Brady? How many playoff wins have the Jets won without Joe Namath pointing at the sky?
One of them.
I know Jets fans ain't talking
was
about
against you.
trophies.
One of them was against you in Foxborough.
The Indianapolis Colts have won a division before the Jets, and they're not even in the division anymore. They haven't been in the division for 2 decades. The Colts have a division title over you. How could you even talk about Patriots fans, bro?
2001. Isn't that when? Didn't they come out when the Texans won? Didn't the Jets win the East in 2002?
You should know. You're a Jets fan. I don't know what year did you win the division.
I'm pretty sure you guys beat the Dolphins and we beat Green Bay to get into the playoffs. I was at that game.
Okay, well, I do know that I think the Colts have more division championships than the Colts have more divisions than the Jets. I know that for sure because I looked it up.
Drayton says, "Love this time of the year. The annual sweep of the Jets is always fun holiday in New England."
Very
Funny.
true.
It's ending Sunday, baby.
I want to keep this trend, not the trend that the Jets come off a bye and get thumped by the Patriots, but this trend of the Patriots coming off their bye, losing 2 times in a row the last 2 years. Let's make it 3.
Without Brady. What's up, Richie and Ryan? There's no chance that we lose to the Patriots. This Sunday, we're leaving blood in the mouth. A hurricane is coming to New England.
And this is why I am going to spare I'm not sparing anybody.
What's
when
wrong
we
with
beat
confidence
you,
in the team, Tyson?
I'm coming after every single one of you Jets fans. Y'all ain't gonna want to come to the AFC East Roundtable. I'm telling y'all gonna go ghost. Because the videos that I'm gonna put out, all the receipts that I have, I'm going to slaughter your fan base when we beat you. Because I'm sick of it. I don't understand how this fan base can talk when we've beaten you literally 13 straight times. Like, I don't understand it, bro. Global, tell them, bro. Like, I don't understand this confidence.
Look, here's what I'll say. I'm a big man on realism. If you guys know my channel, you know my work. You know I'm big on realism, statistics, and backing things up. And to say that there's no chance that you are that confident, because again, there's a difference between being confident and being realistic. And saying that there's no chance, that there's a difference. That just showcases what I'm saying, that there's a difference between being confident and being realistic. Because do you see the history? Do you see 13 straight? It's about to be 14 straight. And what I haven't heard anybody say yet is this injury report. Corey Davis, who is one of Zach Wilson's favorite targets, he's not going to be playing in this game. You have Sheldon Rankins, your defensive tackle, who's already out. You have a couple of other guys, too, who are questionable. The only guys that the Patriots have out is potentially their punter and Jake Bailey, who is ranked last in net yards. So who really gives a crap if he's playing or not? And then Christian Barmore, who didn't even play last game against the Jets and has been out for a couple of weeks. So we can't say that that's a loss. It would have been great to have him back, but he didn't play. The Patriots are getting back key players in this game. Not to mention that you guys had home field advantage last time. If Pats Nation can show out, we will have home field advantage this time. And if you know Patriots fans, if they get wound up enough, that can be a huge advantage. But you have arguably your leader of your offense, because of how Mac Jones has been playing this year, in David Andrews, your center coming back, who didn't play against the Jets, who's been out for a couple of weeks, and that offensive line has been horrendous, absolutely horrendous since David Andrews has left. Your rookie Cole Strange got benched the last 2 weeks since David Andrews left because he's not able to keep up. He's played very, very, very good football, Cole Strange, when David Andrews is in the lineup. So I'm expecting this offensive line now to also take a step forward. And what does that mean? The offensive line takes a step forward. The pass protection gets better. The run game gets better. Not to mention defensively here, Conklin was one of your best players offensively. I think you guys can agree with this against the game against the Patriots. If you can get tight ends involved against the Patriots, that could potentially be their kryptonite. But the guy that they didn't have here against the Jets to go up against tight ends, which is their only defensive back who can go up against tight ends, is Kyle Duggar, a guy who really should be making a guaranteed Pro Bowl this year because he's been playing outstanding, just dealt with injury histories. He's going to be coming back this week also. The Patriots get a healthy Devontae Parker, a healthy Damian Harris for that 1-2 punch of Ramondre Stevenson and Damian, rather than running Ramondre through the ground from the first quarter to the fourth quarter. With the Patriots home field advantage mixed in with the fact that they have a lot of key pieces coming back that did not play against the Jets the first time, and looking at your injury history, or your injury report rather, with some key players, I think this is the topic that I've heard nobody talk about that needs to be talked about.
Corey Davis was not playing in that last game against you guys.
I know, and
Zach
that's what
Wilson
I'm
went
saying.
for
Corey Davis didn't play. But
55.
Corey Davis isn't playing
He
again.
doesn't need him.
That's one of your top go-to guys for Zach Wilson. Richie even touched upon this here
And
on
he's
Wednesday.
at a career high in yardage without him.
But the fact that he's not playing, what step forward? What step forward are you expecting to take offensively when I even just listed the fact that we have key players defensively coming back here to go up against you guys? You guys don't have any key players here offensively coming back. They're going to make you take that leap forward. Maybe if Corey Davis was there, I would say, okay.
That really were not a factor last game. James Robinson was traded in that week, so barely had any time to prepare. And then Elijah Moore's coming back. He's essentially getting a second-round pick.
We're also
back
getting
into
our
the offense.
offensive
Been out the
tackle,
last
Max
3
Mitchell,
weeks.
back.
Look, man, I'm just saying, I'm not worried at all. You guys still have key pieces out here. That offensive line,
I also, to be honest, I'm not worried about the injury report because I trust the Jets' depth and I trust the Jets' players to step in. And I'm not making an excuse if the Jets lose on the injury report. It's definitely, an advantage for the Patriots that you guys are getting healthy and we're still banged up. But at the end of the day, the Jets have been banged up all season long, playing with backups at key positions, and we're 6-3. And also to your point about home field advantage, which you guys definitely have. And I know it's Foxborough. I know it's a different animal. The Jets are 13 straight losses in Foxborough. The Jets are undefeated on the road this year. So if there's one thing about this Jets team that I like is that they're road warriors. They're not afraid of hostile environments. They feed off of being the enemy. They feed off of a crowd rooting against them. Sauce Gardner putting on the cheesehead in Lambeau Stadium. Like, it's just they feed off of that. This is a young team that has inner swagger that they don't give a crap about what the outside noise is saying. They don't hear all the fans, booing them in the loud crowds. They feed off of it. It's an advantage to this point. I mean, being 4-0 on the road with this young team that we have is very, very impressive. Now, obviously, Foxborough is a different animal because it is the Patriots and it's the monkey in terms of on our back that we haven't beat you guys in that long. But when it comes to the injury report, it doesn't really worry me because I look at this Jets team dealing with injuries all across the season, and they've proved that we have a coaching staff that prepares these backups in order to plug in and play meaningful football. And Garrett Wilson has been emerging. Ever since Corey Davis went down, he has 14 catches for 207 yards in the last 2 games with Corey Davis being down. Garrett Wilson is a dog, and Corey Davis will definitely be missed because that is Zach Wilson's security blanket. But when it comes to this Jets team adjusting, I've loved the coaches' ability to handle adversity, handle mistakes. And we saw that. I mean, a lot of Jets fans after that Patriots game was just questioning, is this Jets team for real? Are we going to now, obviously, are we going to beat the Bills? How are we going to beat the Bills? We're going to be 5-4 at the bye. And then how about the Jets just coming out there and beating the Buffalo Bills? And I know that doesn't scare you guys because we still have to beat you and you've beat us 13 straight times. But I have, and I said this multiple times, I said it on Wednesday night, but even after that Patriots and Jets game, before we beat the Bills, I had confidence that we could beat the Patriots just based off of what I watched in that game. And I only said, I don't know if it's going to happen, but Zach Wilson just needs to play turnover-free football, and I love our chances to beat the Patriots because I believe that we are the more talented team personnel-wise. And I saw that on Sunday against the Patriots. You guys can obviously disagree. I don't expect you to agree with that statement, but I watched this Jets team going out there and defensively going after you guys, and it looked like Zach Wilson was the weak link of that team, and we're so good around him to the point where he just can't make those boneheaded mistakes to the point you're questioning him. Like, yo, those mistakes are not even like justifiable. You can't even defend the mistakes that he was doing. He's literally throwing it to McCourty every time. And that's a big reason why we lost that game. So that's why I have confidence in the Jets' ability to beat the New England Patriots on Sunday. It's going to be a tall task, but I'm fired up and I'm excited, man, because I had never been this confident heading into a Jets-Patriots game in my life, to be honest.
So you said Richie, that last time too, Richie.
Yeah, so Richie, here's what I'll say. Master at work too. You back me up if you think I'm saying anything that's wrong here or whatever, and share your thoughts on this. But me personally, as a Patriots fan, I don't think we're scared looking at, oh, hey, the Jets beat the Bills, which I watched that game. It was a great game. And you know what? I'd tip my hats off to the Jets, and I said, you know what? This just proves, that game proved why the AFC East is the best effing division in football, okay? That 100%. Proved it to me. And that proved why all 4 of these teams could very well potentially be playoff teams. But why a Patriots fan, from our perspective, that doesn't scare me, is the Bills have crapped the bag the last couple of weeks. They have not looked like a great team, all right? Like that's what I'll say. I think if you guys played them again in a few weeks, I don't think that matchup ends up being the same. And even from a Patriots fan perspective, we've had very, very good seasons in the past, with Brady or not with Brady, where we beat very, very good teams. And we've gone on winning streaks. We've gone on to win in the playoffs and the Super Bowl, but then we'll go up against a game like the Dolphins and then just absolutely get blown out. It's just a different monster.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
I was actually wrong. The Colts are not the only team that has more division championships than the Jets. The Houston Oilers also have 4 like the Jets. The Houston Oilers.
All right, Tyson, we get it. The Jets have stunk forever, okay? Tides are changing. Let's get into the super chats. Malachi with a $20 donation says, Jets fans saying what Super Bowls have we won without Brady are ridiculous. How many Super Bowls have the Jets been to without overrated Joe Namath? Hey, don't disrespect Joe Namath like that. This is exactly why
Joe
you
Namath
don't
retired with
test
more
him.
interceptions than touchdowns.
Hey, bro, he guaranteed a Super Bowl win. That's all you need to know, okay? I don't care about his career stats. He guaranteed a Super Bowl win. He
Jets
came
are
through and he
undefeated in
slept with
Super
every
Bowls.
woman in New York City. Mr. D with a $10 super chat. Please read entire super chat. I like to hear the whole chat. Read it out loud. The one I sent prior. Patriots are going to be losers again. The Pats lose. All right, we'll go up to the
Used
one,
to
Mr. D.
lose
And guys,
a
we're
lot
also going to be
before
opening
Brady.
this
Who
up
cares?
to a Q&A. Guys, any Patreon members, we're opening this up to a Q&A at the back end of the stream. We have 15 minutes to go. Click the link in the Patreon down below in the description, or if you want to become a Patreon member, to join the section where you guys can hop on and ask us some questions. This was Mr. D's before one. I'll read it the whole thing. How many Super Bowls have the Patriots won without Brady? I know some fans left the Patriots and now roll with Tampa. Patriots fans get used to sucking for a time.
Here's another thing. I need to debunk this right now. Why am I here then? Why is Patriots Global still repping the Patriots? Brady's been gone for 3 years now. You still see Patriots fans on social media. You still see us selling out every damn home game. This notion that because Brady left, that all the fans were just going to vanish like a fart in the wind is completely false. We're still here. You don't see us having a NFC East roundtable, and I'm repping Tampa Bay. I've never, I don't understand this notion of Patriots fans are going to leave. That was actually the notion, right? Global, they said that Patriots fans were going to leave once Brady left.
Yeah,
we're still here.
We're
still here. So where is this? Where is all the Patriots fans going? We're still here. We sell out every home game. So I don't understand it. We were there when Cam Newton was our quarterback, and when we went to 7 and 9,
80,000 seat stadium. There's millions of fans, and then you factor in like the fans that were Brady fans growing up. A lot of fans did jump to Tampa Bay, and the reason why they did Tampa Bay on the NFC roundtable is because they're in the AFC South.
They did, but there's a difference between there's a difference between Patriots fans and Brady fans. Brady fans jumped off. Patriots fans are still here, baby. Patriots fans are still here, riding and dying through the Cam Newton stages, through some of the questionable moves that Bill Belichick has made. Anyone who rided Brady is going off there into Tampa. And let me say, me personally, the only time I have ever rooted for Tampa since Brady has left was in the Super Bowl against the Chiefs, because, F the Chiefs.
Let me ask you a question. If Brady was on the Jets and the Jets had won 6 Super Bowls, right? And then all of a sudden Brady left to another team, you don't think those Jets fans that grew up Brady fans as Jets fans, they wouldn't leave? So this notion that every fan base has loyal fan base, there are bandwagon Jets fans. We're starting to see the bandwagon Bills fans, and they haven't even won anything. So to judge an entire fan base off of a few bad apples that leave when the going gets bad, who cares? At the end of the day, I know well, if the Patriots might never win ever again in my lifetime, they might never win another Super Bowl, they might never go back. But when I die, when I lay in my head and I'm in my tombstone, I can literally say I've witnessed the greatest dynasty of all time, and I've seen my team win 6 Super Bowls. Whereas when Jets fans, if something were to happen to you, unfortunately, tomorrow or next week or whatever, or whenever that Jets fan accidentally died, when you guys beat us in Foxborough in 2011, when he unfortunately died, you will die knowing you have never witnessed your team win anything. So at the end of the day, we can sit here and debate whose team is going to win this in the future, but it doesn't matter at the end of the day.
Hey, I'll make a bet with you right now, Tyson, that we'll see if we're still buddies by then. When I die, the Jets will have a Super Bowl ring by then, okay?
I doubt that.
Give me the receipt. We'll clip this. When I die, you see Richie's dead.
I mean, you guys have a Super Bowl ring
by then, okay?
You guys have a Super Bowl.
But in my lifetime. Joe Namath is the worst Hall of Fame quarterback. Also, the Patriots still have the second biggest fan base behind the Cowboys. I don't give a damn. Joe Namath is our legend. We're not comparing him to other Hall of Fame quarterbacks. I don't care about his stats. He guaranteed a W. He came away with it. So we're not like the same Buffalo Bills where they have no rings to talk about. I know it's Super Bowl III we're talking about here, but at least the Jets have a damn ring to back something up. So guys, we're going to finish it off with us giving our final predictions, and then we're going to open this up to Q&A. So Patreon members join in. We're going to get to the Super Chats. We're going to get into our predictions, and then we're going to wrap up the show with a nice Q&A. King Blaze says, we're the Pats fans in any of these roundtables. LOL, y'all done. Belichick going to retire after this season, and y'all go back to the 80s. That is true. Where are the Patriots fans in the roundtable? I don't see them a lot. Patriots Global.
No, I can't speak. Listen, I can't speak for. I can't listen. I can't. Listen. All I know is what I'm loyal, and I'm a fan, and I make my videos the way I make my videos, and I'm never going to stop being a Patriots fan or a Boston sports fan, because that's another thing too. I'm actually loyal to all the teams in my area. I'm not a Jets fan, and I'm going to be a Lakers fan here. You know what I mean? Like other fan bases, like Dolphins. I'm loyal to my city. So at the end of the day, I can't actually just leave because it's embroidered in me. But where are all the Patriots fans? I don't care. I don't care if I'm the only Patriots fan left in the fan base. I'm still going to rep them. Because at the end of the day, I'm just going to keep bragging about 6 Lombardi trophies. So,
oh, damn it. All right, let's get into the predictions. And then we're going to get into the Patreon members who's going to come on here and talk some ball. So Patriots Global, we'll start off with you, man. Give your prediction of how the game's going to go, who's going to play well, who's going to struggle. Obviously, you have the Patriots winning, so give us your final score.
Yeah, man. I believe on Wednesday I said my score was what was it, 17-24, whatever got the Patriots winning. I think it's going to be a close game. I can see it starting off slow. I can see it being a big defensive game. I don't think it's going to, be in the deep 20s or the mid 20s and the late 30s. Like, I think it's going to be a fairly low scoring game. I think Nick Folk's probably going to come in that first half, be the first half MVP probably for the Patriots. Like I said, I think ultimately it's going to be slow, but I do have the Patriots winning. And look, here's what I'll say. The team that wins the turnover battle and wins time of possession ultimately is going to win. The Patriots can't let the Jets have 6.7 yards per play again. A big guy on that was Garrett Wilson and Conklin. They got to shut those guys down, at least limit those guys. And if the Patriots can win time of possession, which they did last time by a little over 10 minutes, then I'm very confident in them winning this game.
All right, Tyson, let's hear your rambling while the Patriots are going to just humble the Jets and they're going to just bring us down to the bottom. Let's hear it.
Listen, there's no humbling of the Jets. I mean, it's pretty much assume the position, pull your pants down and just take this ass whooping that's going to come. I don't care if the Patriots had Bailey Zappi, if Jake Bailey became a quarterback. It doesn't matter who's under center. The Raiders are going to win this game, and it's going to be convincing. I see Zach Wilson, and I know he's going to see ghosts, just like Sam Darnold did. Your offense doesn't scare me at all. Like, your defense is going to make some stops. And Mac Jones might even turn over the ball a few times. But Zach Wilson, bro, like, that's the reason why I just don't see how you can win this game, is because we're not going to lose to Zach Wilson. It's just not going to ever happen. I think the Patriots are going to dominate, probably like a score of maybe 35 to like 6. I think it's going to be a bloodbath. And like I said, I want you guys to enjoy these next few 48 hours that you are not in last place in division, because after it's over, you will be in sole possession of last place and you will be out of the playoff hunt. And all these little cute memes and receipts that, Richie, you've been putting on other teams, I'm going to use them again.
Oh, I just collected one right there.
You can collect. You're never going to be. That's the thing. Like, your receipts that you're collecting, you just have to throw them away because or put them in the back burner because they'll never ever come to fruition.
They're printing on Sunday night.
Congratulations, Jets fans. You are not last in the division for another 48 hours, but once those 48 hours come, you'll be last in the division. I'm not worried about the Jets. You get no respect from me. I don't care if you beat the Bills. I don't care if you beat the Chiefs. You don't get no respect from me ever, until you beat us. You beat us, you get respect.
You get respect. We beat you, and that has been my point. Even on the roundtable, I say I don't respect any Patriots fan to respect the Jets until we beat you. It doesn't matter who we beat. It doesn't matter we beat the Bills. It doesn't matter we beat these players. I'll beat the top teams. We have to beat you. So I respect that, Tyson. I understand where you're coming from. Ryan,
the lion doesn't concern himself with the opinions of a sheep.
All right,
and that's what you are to me. You're sheep.
Ryan, your predictions before you get mine.
So real quick, going back to Malachi's super chat, Joe Namath is the worst Hall of Fame quarterback. We have a Hall of Fame because of Joe Namath. If he doesn't win that Super Bowl, there is no NFL. So take that. Besides that, when we wake up on Monday morning, the New York Jets are going to be 7-3 division leaders of the AFC East. The Patriots are going to be in the basement of the division where they belong, and they are going to be licking their wounds. I cannot wait for this to happen. The Jets are dogs on the road, 4-0. Jets haven't allowed more than 30 points. That was to the Bengals this year. So getting 35 points for Mac Jones, I don't see that happening. I do think it's going to be a close game, like Global said. I think it's probably going to be, I'd like to see 27-17. I think 24-17 is a fair score, but I think Jets, I think they're going to be mad. I think they're upset. I think they knew they were the better team last time around. I think Zach's going to clean it up, and I think we wind up getting this W. And I don't think it's going to be by one score.
Mm-hmm. Mr. D comes out here with $2, says, Master, you really are scared of the death truth. Yo, Mr. D's coming at your neck, Tyson.
Listen, man, I have inside information that the Patriots will be cheating again. We are going to use our Spygate cameras because we cannot afford to lose to the Jets.
All right.
If we cheat to win, then we got to cheat, bro. I'm just going to be honest.
Here's my thoughts about this game, and Patriots Global said it best. Whoever wins a turnover battle, whoever wins time of possession will win this game, and I have confidence in this team to beat the Patriots for a reason of the team around the quarterback, and it comes to Zach Wilson. I'm talking to you, Zach. Don't turn the ball over. We win the game, all right? If you play clean football and Zach Wilson does not lose us the game, we will win because I trust this defense that much. I trust the team around Zach Wilson that much. He has a lot to prove, and he has to prove that he could beat the Patriots because he is his kryptonite. The Patriots know how to get not only Zach Wilson's kryptonite, but young quarterbacks just do not perform well historically against the New England Patriots. We understand all of that. The Jets, it's simple. No self-inflicting wounds, and we win. Don't lose the game yourselves because I trust the run game. I trust the playmakers. I trust this team. I trust the coaching staff. And it's up to Zach Wilson. I'm looking at you, man. This is your time to prove yourself because you have not proved to be the franchise quarterback for this Jets team, not even to your own fan base. So if you want to prove to be the guy, you got to go out there and play a clean game. I'm not saying Zach has to put up 250-plus yards and 3 touchdowns. He has to have his typical winning formula, 155 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, and a W behind our defense, behind our running attack, and behind our special teams. That is the formula to victory, and I'm predicting a low-scoring game. Jets win 17-14. It's going to go down to the wire. It's going to come down to Mac Jones trying to come from behind to win and the defense stopping him, and the Jets win in the last seconds, and we improve to 7-3, and we are in first place in the AFC East on Thanksgiving, sitting back, watching Thanksgiving, eating turkey, baby. How about that, Ryan? Hype me up. I don't want to hear anything, Tyson. We're coming for you, baby. Let me live my high while it lasts. $5 donation. I hope we win just to stick to those smug Patriots fans. Me too. Christopher.
Imagine how smug I'm going to be. I'm going to be even more smug.
We're just realistic.
Come on, Ryan. We need this. Now it's like we're chopping at the bit. All right, now we're going to get into the Patreon members to finish off the show. We have 2 Patreon members who've been waiting patiently. We got Thomas in here, who I believe is a Dolphins fan. Thomas, what's up, bro?
What are the Dolphins fans doing up in here, man? We don't give a damn what y'all got to say.
Hey, what's going on? I had to come in here because, I missed y'all on Wednesday. I didn't get a chance. But it's fun to have a bye week, and heavy is the crown. Just give my
opinion. You don't have a crown.
For now, I do, but I'm not gonna.
Your we giving out mid-season crowns, Mickey Mouse crowns.
Hell yeah, we are. How you doing, Master? How you doing, Richie?
We're doing great, Thomas. Feels good to be in first, right?
Yeah, we're in first for now, but crossing fingers. The one time we really start doing good, everybody has to do good. Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's how I feel.
And Richie, yeah, exactly. I understand your hype. I understand your enjoyment. I enjoy, I've been there though. This looks a lot. Your season's going to look a lot like our last season. Yeah, we sucked at the beginning, and then all of a sudden we turn it around and we're looking good and we can do this. And all we got to do is win one more game, and we blow it. And,
so you have the same season you did last season.
Well, that's not going to happen this season.
How do you know that?
I will say
you literally are on the same trajectory because if you look at the teams that the Dolphins, you guys are on a 4-game win streak, right?
Yep.
All those teams are bums. Like, you literally went on a 7-game win streak last season against the worst opponents, against the bottom of the barrel. And then what happened? You needed one game against a formidable opponent, and Tua blew it. So no one's taking you seriously. You'll beat up on the Texans in a few weeks after your little bye week, and then you got to go through your gauntlet of San Francisco's and Chargers and actually real contenders. And then you'll see how Tua can't hold his own. Okay, nobody takes the Dolphins seriously. You don't have a crown. Okay, you're Mickey Mouse champions right now. We don't care about the Dolphins.
We'll take Mickey Mouse, but that wasn't what I was going to say. I'm. If you're going to give score predictions, I don't have a score, but I actually see the Patriots winning this game because I believe Zach Wilson's going to lose the game because the defense can only save you so many times, and that's how it's going to that's how it's going to go down, and that's how it was for us last year. Our defense saved us a lot last year, but now we don't have those same figures, and we're winning on the offense.
Richie, don't let these Dolphins fans fool you. They're not rooting against you because they think that you guys is going to lose. They're rooting against you because they want to be first in the division. Don't let these Dolphins fans pump you up, bro. They want the Patriots to win. They're rooting for the Patriots because they don't want to see the Jets in first place. Stop lying, bro.
Nobody wants to see social media in first place. What are you talking about?
I'd rather have the Jets in first. I'd rather lose this game to see the Dolphins in first place. How about that?
Look, you know what? I apologize for some of the Dolphins fans and especially the bandwagons. I'm born and raised from Miami, so I'm not a bandwagon. Yeah, TD can be a little annoying, I know. But that's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to come in here for. I enjoy it. Master, you're always a pleasure to talk to.
Thomas, we appreciate you, bro.
Just keep it real, bro.
I know,
have a good rest of your night. Enjoy your weekend. And have fun for the last 48 hours in first place, as Tyson would say, right? All right. We got the last call.
What's going on,
boys?
Jets fan here.
Hey, let's go.
Terrified Jets fan though, right now.
There you go.
You know, it's all on the line, boys. We got one more day to kind of see our fate. Are we going to be a playoff team, or are we going to go back to where we were the last 4 years?
It's true.
Yeah, I don't think this slams the door shut on us if we lose, but I think it's definitely it creates a very steep hill that we have to then climb, and it makes every game after that a little bit more important. This one's the one you really want.
No, but I do see the Jets having the better roster. But like Master said, Zach can lose us this game, but we just can't have that happen. He needs us to play clean football, and we've seen him play clean football, and we've seen him play ugly football, and the 3 times we've seen him play ugly football against New England. And really? it comes down to how bad we want it, because I think this defense is going to come in with revenge on their mind. And I feel like this defense can not only pick Mac Jones off, I feel like they can score.
That is true. And I said that before. I said this is the game where the Jets defense has to get a touchdown. I mean, we freaking was this close to get one against your assholes last couple weeks, but the JFM had to push the guy, hit him.
I was at the game, man. That took the life out of the fans in the stadium.
Took the life out of me.
It was great. I was there too. It was amazing.
Yeah, no, but score prediction 2017 Jets.
Hey.
That's where I'm gonna go there. I could see it being a lower score or a higher score, depending on how the teams want to play. Matthew Judon, I believe, with 8.5 sacks right now.
11.5.
11 jeez, fuck.
He's the NFL, baby.
Yep.
But Quinnen also is a D tackle with, I believe, 7 right now.
Yeah, he leads the league in sacks amongst interior linemen.
And I don't feel like Patriots fans should be really comfortable about this game, considering how good this Jets defense has been as a complete unit. But they have a point though. We're missing key players. They're getting key players back, which doesn't help us. But you know what? Zach Wilson needs to show us why the hell he's our franchise quarterback and why the hell we drafted him. Because if there's one time to do that, it's right now.
100%. And that's my point, man. If Zach Wilson really wants to prove to be the guy, you beat the Buffalo Bills, you outplayed Josh Allen, you stunk it up literally 2 weeks ago against the Patriots. That was to the point where the whole world was crapping on you, rightfully so. And this is how you really put that behind you. And it's crazy. Like, I've never went into a game looking at our quarterback more than this one because of how good we are around him. Like, this is the game where Zach Wilson needs to prove to be the guy or not. And Matthew, I couldn't agree more with you. And we appreciate the call. Are you a new member to the Patreon? Because it's the first time you coming on.
Yeah, no, I've been watching for a while though.
Awesome, man.
No,
Well, hope to
yeah.
have you on the Wednesday night show too.
absolutely, brother. All right, I'll catch you, boys.
All right, Matthew. Thanks
I'll
for
tell
hopping
you
on.
how I want this game to go. I want the game to end on like a miss. I want the Jets to be in field goal range, down 20-19 with a chance to win it, and your kicker shanks it to the left. I want this game to end controversial. I want this game to end on a penalty, some type of bullshit penalty that screws the Jets, just so I can
leaping over a center or pushing the center or something, and Rex Ryan running down the sideline, jumping up and down, getting an extra kick.
winning like that just makes it that much sweeter, just because I know the vitriol that's going to come from that, and the complaining and the excuses. I need more excuses.
Jenkins fumble in the end zone. I mean, there's so many.
Yep, everything. I need everything.
All right, the last donation to get into before we end it. Masterwork hides half his face like Wilson from Home Improvement. Oh, Heidi O neighbor Reno looking boy.
How about you get on the Patreon and show your face, Mr. New York Bully?
Come on, NY Bully, come represent. He's a great Jets
If
fan.
you're in the comment section talking shit and you ain't coming on here, don't say nothing to me.
We need more Jets fans hopping on. So, guys, if you enjoyed the show, please hit that like button on your way out. How many likes do we have? We have 137 likes with 350 watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. And, of course, please subscribe to Master at Work, Patriots Global, Jets Talk 24/7, and myself down below in the description. You're tuning in live to the AFC East Roundtable channel. We hate each other's teams, fellas, but I respect your content. You guys are doing a great job. And may the best team win. And listen, if we beat you, who cares? You beat us last time. Just let us split. You don't need to split.
No, we ain't letting you do shit.
You already beat us. It's not the end of the world. We split. All right. It's not the end of the world. The Jets beat you. You don't have to cry that you're still on the bottom and we're at the top. It's all going to be okay. I promise you that. All right, guys. We appreciate everybody. Love you all. Let's go, Jets. And we'll catch you next time, man. Peace.
Peace.